Hello, my name is Ellie Bosley, and I'm reading The Castle School for Troubled Girls by Alicia Scheinel. The genre of my book is young adult fiction and psychological drama. I picked this book because a friend gave it to me along with a bunch of other books, and so I just decided to read it. So yay. The theme of this book for Troubled Girls is personal growth, as can be seen in chapter 46, page 345, where they talk about radical acceptance, which is basically just being like, it is what it is, and just accepting that it's happened. And I really like that it goes through some things like that in the book. So the plot of the book is about a girl named Moira Dreyfus dealing with the death of her best friend, and after a certain point of skipping school and being out late to visit her friend's grave, her mother sends her to a castle school in Maine. She lives in New York, but she went out to Maine, in like deep somewhere in the middle of Maine, along with 12 other girls, to basically go to therapy and try and get better and stuff. And the other girls there, they aren't all dealing with the same thing. It's a bunch of like various, personal struggles that they all have. And as the story progresses, she questions the authenticity of the school and she makes friends, which she had trouble with. So, I thought the book was very good, for the fact that I knew literally nothing about it. Like, I didn't even read the back or anything. It was a nice surprise finding out what it was about, though. All I got was that it was good for my friends, so. It was nicely detailed, and it didn't immediately, like, tell you what the plot was. And also, it's, like, clearly in the lens of someone who's troubled, okay? So, like, you know that you can't exactly, like, 100% trust what the characters are, like, what's going on in the book. And so that's what makes it, like, not be super obvious where the plot is going, which I really like, because most of the books I've read before, like, it's just really annoying, because I know literally exactly where it's going. And it's nicely detailed. I really also enjoy how it humanizes the girls that go here and shows, like, their background and how they ended up there, and I just really love that. And also, Moira has a bunch of little, like, weird quirks. For example, like, she really likes to overanalyze people. Like, for example, on page 332, chapter 45, it says, Randy must have gotten his height from his father. I wonder if that's how he got into the habit of slouching so he could look his mother in the eye. And I think that is very interesting. I don't really read any books, so it was really nice that this wasn't just, like, a bad book, like the other IRP books that I've chosen. This one was actually pretty good. And I can relate it to a book by Ali Carter called Not If I Save You First, because both of them deal with, like, themes of isolation, and in both of the books, the main characters have to step out of their comfort zones and form connections with other people. And I think that's very interesting. Love that. In conclusion, this book is not a very light book. It has some pretty serious topics in it, and it goes in depth into them, like, a little bit graphic. Just a little bit is not too bad if you were thinking about reading it. I feel like it would be a good book for people who have experienced an immense loss or struggle with some of the issues or mental issues that are mentioned in the book, and people who have struggled to make connections with other people before. So, in all, it's not a bad book, and you guys should go read it. The Castle School for Troubled Girls by Alicia Scheinel.